right, who wants to hear about high-octane adventures and the latest and greatest on the motor scene? It's time to rev it up with John and Jess on Joy 1340.
Welcome back to Rev It Up with John and Jess, coming at you on Joy 1340 AM and 98.7 FM.
You are just rocking this right now.
I've had a lot of practice now.
Have you really? Yeah, welcome back to Greater Milwaukee Group, Greater Milwaukee Radio Group. And we're up early this morning, and we had to get a recording done today with one of our good friends who's, I know he's up in Vegas now because we talked to him a couple of times. We had a couple of issues here this morning, but what's going on over there in Vegas, Mr. Horny Mike?
Oh, just rubbing it up.
Rubbing it in and rubbing it up.
Rubbing it up and rubbing it out.
I heard what I heard.
You heard what you heard.
Good morning.
So,
good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Where are you guys?
So,
wait, where are you guys at again?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
The cold state that you like so much.
Any snow? Any snow?
Not yet. So when we get some, you got to come back up here and do some bikini snow angels with me.
Oh, no. Snow Angels hurt me last time. I'm out for Snow Angels. I'm done. I had a serious heel injury last time.
It was your ankles that were hurting last time.
Those are heels, man. Those hurt. They're busted.
Bro, we took you out to the steakhouse on State Street over there, and you want to do that, and you had. I have to admit, I mean, we've been through this for years now, so now I could say we're friends here, but you had the lamest fall ever into snow. The way you did, it was really girly with your leather jacket there, and you hurt your ankle.
Oh, it takes a lot to get down to the ground.
Didn't you say you were from Michigan?
Yeah.
So I feel like you should be familiar. You should be an expert.
I'm a man. We didn't
do snow angels back then.
Snow angels. Yeah.
Fair.
Dude,
Fair.
Oh, look, bro. Look at my snow angel. You like it? That's tough, right?
That's tough
so
to make.
Awesome.
That's a valid point. I will give him that.
I will. Touche.
Yeah, he comes from the mean. You come from the mean streets of Michigan.
Right. There are some mean streets in Michigan.
Man, I come from the mean streets of 20 miles away from Detroit.
There you go, the suburb.
Like Eminem said, you're always claiming Detroit when you live 20 miles away. Yeah, that was me.
So it ain't like 8th Mile. You grew up in the suburbs, right? So.
I grew up near the suburbs in a trailer park.
Okay. So you and Eminem got a little things in common.
Because believe me, the suburb kids always remind you that you don't live in the suburbs. They love to remind you that you're one of the trailer park kids. And then I just like to remind them that you're right. I am a trailer park kid. Don't make me come in front of your house.
Yeah.
No, I remember doing we had a little interview with you last year at World of Wheels, and we were talking about your when you left Michigan and headed down south to do some airbrushing. And I can't remember this bike I think we were talking about that you rode down there. What was the name of that famous motorcycle that you drove down there?
That was a Honda Silverwing.
A Silverwing, but it didn't have a unicorn on it?
Yeah, it had painted unicorns on the bag, and then it had a unicorn etched in the windshield. It was very sexy. I was very secure in my manhood. I was like,
but I don't do snow angels.
No,
but I can rock a unicorn motorcycle.
Because obviously the unicorn is pretty tough. He's got a pretty badass horn on the front.
Is that where Horny Mike came from?
Was that?
Well, yeah, he's like a horny, a horny horse.
Did I just solve the mystery?
So the riding of the horny unicorn bike transformed you from the unicorn. So basically, you've always thought yourself as a mythical creature.
Well, I mean, listen, I do great things all the time, and every time I do the next great thing, I'm always like, man, where does this come from? Is it just magic? So I don't know. Maybe. Well, think about it.
It's just magic. Could be you. It could be you the whole time.
Because I could be. Listen, when I can think of something absolutely strange and weird, and then put it to paper, then put it to computer, put it to a printer, paint it, and put it on. That's pretty magical shit right there. So I would say I am a mythical creature.
You definitely are. I mean, I've seen some magical moments out of you.
For sure.
I've had
my
some.
Opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion on myself.
Well, I think there's a vast opinion all over the place, but I think your creativity that you just pull out of nowhere. When I believe we were together one time and we we kind of needed something to do in the middle of the show, and I dropped some permanent.
What do you mean by together?
Are you guys together or together? Together.
Yeah, what do you let's watch your words.
Okay, well, I know. So when I'm together with him, when we walk into it, no, he'll want me to be together with him if he needs a drink or needs something to eat.
Right,
then
you
we're
guys are
together.
together.
Then we're together. He's like, hey, John, we're together. Give me some.
Yeah.
This is my guy right here.
Yeah, we're besties forever. Yeah, we're besties forever. You give me another drink yet?
Yeah.
Jeff's calling me from Counts Customs. I'm not going to answer. But I just want someone else to know that it's your fault.
No.
Okay. Well, there we go. We'll get going on over there.
Hey, I got to tell you guys something because I was trying to tell you when we were having technical difficulties before, but I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
I did a good deed yesterday.
Really? Tell us.
Tell me more.
And I mean, is it kind of shitty of me to say, well, I want somebody to know about my good deed instead of just doing it for nothing. Nobody knows except for me and the guy.
Right.
Not great.
That's what they say.
So anyways, I figured, let's pat myself on the back and tell you guys.
Okay.
So anyways, it seemed there was a car on the side of the road. Obviously, it had died. And then I get up a little further and seen some old man walking down there on the freeway. So I rolled over, picked him up. He's like, you're not one of the bad guys, are you? I'm like, well, you're not going to rate me, are you?
Were you driving your truck?
So anyways, yeah, I'm driving a big-ass truck.
Oh, my God.
Well, the old guy hopped in, and I took him to
You picked him up.
he was questioning about the truck, and I tried to, he was like, well, no, I don't even have TVs in my house. He goes, we don't have TVs. We don't do it. I was like, you don't turn them on? He goes, no, they're not even in my house. We don't have any. I was like, all right, well, then you're never going to know who I am. I was like, well, that's the fun part. I was like, either way, anyway, I took him to the gas station. He was like, just drop me off. I'll walk back. I was like, no, man, go get your gas. Took him on a huge loop to go back, and then dropped him off, and he started his car and went about his day. But, it's a 70-something-year-old guy walking down the freeway. I'm like, you got to pick him up. You got to take care of him. And not to mention, I've been on the side of the freeway quite a few times.
I bet you have.
We know.
On the side and under it.
3,000. Well, when you watch 3,000 cars drive by, like, there's 3,000 assholes that I'm going to punch right in the face when I see them.
Because they'd rather get a picture of your truck. Now, I know last year when you're on your way to Motor Mania in June, you had such major problems with the truck and the transmission.
Yes.
You kept calling me and sending me videos. I was dying laughing because you didn't know if you were going to do it. And then you had to pull into our grounds forward because the truck had no reverse.
Yeah, and then the worst part is I also had to drive it all the way back to Vegas with no reverse. That means planning out your turns and what you're going to go into and what you can or can't turn into very, very well.
Sounds like a fun trip.
A lot of thought.
I
found myself getting out of the truck and just running into the gas station and behind the gas station so I could see what was around, and then running back to the truck, hopping in the truck just so I could pull into the driveway.
Good times.
And I got home and they said, your transmission's blown. I was like, yeah, I'm aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, we're not going to cover it because you lifted your truck and you put what was it? You lifted it and you put big rims and tires on it.
Right.
I was like, oh, don't even start this stuff, because that was the first thing I asked about when I bought that truck and that warranty is, I'm putting big rims and tires on it and jacking it up. And they're like, oh, no, absolutely, no problem, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next thing you know, they didn't want to cover it. So,
well, of course, that's what insurance companies do, right?
Well, then we had to call the big dogs on them. So Chop himself had to call and say, he was like, hey, man, come on. We sell lifted trucks here with big rims and tires on, and we sell your warranties to every one of these people. You're going to tell me that now this one isn't warranted all of a sudden? And then they made it good.
Oh, good. Happy ending.
We had to get all the way up to the big dog to do it.
Look at you. So you still got friends, and is Mr. Famous, and you're all over the place. You're up early. You're in the gym every morning.
In the gym every morning.
Yeah, you're in the gym every morning. You're
right.
You're doing video calls with Mark Wahlberg, doing push-ups and pull-ups. I mean, I can tell. I mean, you're really pushing the envelope.
Going toe-to-toe.
Going toe-to-toe.
No, he won't answer my calls.
He won't answer the calls for the workout?
Stop calling me at 4 in the morning. That's why he's up. So he's just calling. I'm like, Mark, bro, come on, man. Let's hang out.
Come on, Mark. Let's work out. I'm ready for this, man.
That's funny.
I'm going to go to the gym so I don't kill Horny Mike.
All right, Jess has got a big question.
He's never given me his number.
He's never given you his number. Jess has got a good question for you now about this crazy vet that we keep seeing on all your little TikTok videos and all this other stuff that's going on, this Killer 68 vet.
Yeah, are you keeping it for yourself?
No, girl. I'm going to. Well, I mean, listen. It was my dream when I first bought it because my buddy, where I used to live, there was a 427 Corvette that used to be over at a construction site near his house with wide body 427, kind of all the same, stuff. But it was a complete piece of crap. I mean, it was law and art basically. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I looked at this thing for years. Comes about, I bought this car. I kind of tried to buy it from Danny. Behind Danny's back.
I love it.
Basically, I thought that he wanted to buy it, and I was like, I'm going to snake it from him behind his back.
That's what buddies are for.
I thought it would be funny, and then then I got it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you overpaid for it, not me."
Somebody had to.
Yeah, no. So it didn't go as planned, but you know what? I'm glad I got it because I also got to, unfortunately, take off the fender flares because they were just not properly positioned. But now that once took out the fender flares, I realized I'm going to get some new rims. I got some new rims. Took a while to get the rims. Now that I got the rims, now I'm going to have a hard time getting tires. So now I'm going to back on the waiting game of waiting for tires. But we might change brands. I just didn't want to because Mickey Thompson takes care of us, and I've already kind of advertised that they're going to have Mickey Thompsons on it. And I want my Mickey Thompsons on it. But I don't know if I can wait 3 months to put Mickey Thompsons on it. Then I would literally have to wait 3 months, get my tires, put them on, and then start the body work because I can't finish the body work until I get into the wheels and tires, so I can sit it on the ground and I can truly see where it sits, and then I can put the flares back on correctly.
So you're saying that it takes 3 months? It takes 3 months, or you're saying you don't redo a car in a half an hour show? That doesn't happen that fast? Doesn't take like a week?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm doing this on a very, 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 very broke budget. They made us famous. They didn't make us rich and famous. They missed that one. Completely.
Come on. I see people with your apparel on all over the country. You should be, I just thought you're swimming like Scrooge McDuck over there in Vegas.
I wish.
A roller.
Well, first of all, you see our apparel. You see Cal Customs apparel, I'm just a bitch in the back. Let's just be honest.
I know the feeling.
Oh, God. Here we go. You two are...
Jess, we're oppressed.
We are. Let's start screaming. Let's get T-shirts made. Then maybe we can...
Yeah, you and Horny Mike get your own apparel line. Then it would take off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, here we go.
Nobody would buy it. Just me and him would just...
I am going to, start it all back up again. Everything's kind of on hold right now. Because of Joe Biden's world and supplies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cargo ship backlog.
Backlog
it
all.
I'm going to figure it all out. I'm talking to a new beef jerky because the beef jerky company that I was actually dealing with is gone because they didn't make it through the fake pandemic. So, I don't know. I'm going to get it all started again, though. I'm already talking to a different beef jerky company. I'm just waiting on T-shirts because we can't. I'm not going to sit on a bunch of stock this time. I got mounds of horns in my house that are crammed into every corner.
Do you still?
I don't want to be sitting on anything this year. So basically, I'm unfortunately going to finish the Corvette. We're going to make it dark blue with baby blue flames with variegated gold leaf pinstripes.
Ooh.
Nice badass kicker stereo system. It's going to be a sweet ride. I'm going to want to keep it very, very badly.
Makes sense.
Oh, I bet you will.
It's a labor of love.
No, I can't, man. I can't. I gotta get rid of this one because honestly, as badass as the Vet's going to be, once I sell the vet, I can get some things going, get my cash flow rolling again. And next thing you know, we're going to start working on the Batmobile because that's the real dream.
I can't. Yep, I remember when I came out to visit you guys last year, coming out and check out the Batmobile. That thing's killer. I love that thing.
Like a replica Batmobile?
Yeah, he's got a. Well, go ahead.
Like a replica Batmobile? Like what? What do you mean Batmobile?
It's the Michael Keaton Batmobile.
Really?
It's the '89 version, with the
Yeah.
big fins and the turban in the front.
Yeah,
He was the best Batman in my opinion.
I am Batman.
Yeah.
Well, I think so, and I like the car. I just like the styling of it.
Cool.
But that's the fun part is I'm going to take that styling of that car and I'm just going to change it. I'm going to make it my way. Take the jaw dropper bike and stretch it around an entire Batmobile. It's going to be madness, but that's going to be the coolest part about it. Is this one has 4 wheels, and I can balance it.
Yeah.
With all that massive weight that I'm going to add to it. Because I don't really care if it's quick and it's a 10-second car.
No.
It's just got to look good, sound good, coming around the corner. The gun's got to work.
The gun! Yes!
The guns. She loves the guns. Speaking of the jaw dropper, what have you been doing with that lately? You still going on promoting that lately? I really love that thing when you promoted it here in Milwaukee, and then you brought out the Sturgis.
It's done great.
Yeah, that thing's great.
It's done great. I've only shown it a couple places though. It's only been about 4 or 5 places now.
Okay.
Right now it's at the showroom, Kel's Customs.
Yep. I did see that
anybody
online.
can see it whenever they want. Just get your ass to Vegas.
Well, maybe we'll get. I don't know. We got the big Harley 125th coming up here next year, so maybe we'll invite you out for that and bring that out there. Have a little fun.
I do need to get her. Well, she's gonna go. That's the big plan, honestly. The big plan is to get this thing out on the road and really show it off. I'm sitting here looking at my street bike right now. You never seen the street bike, have you?
No.
I think you only saw me one picture of that because you got another one we got to talk about here. Is this giveaway that I see you and Danny talking about for Camp Freedom? What's up with this 16 Challenger?
Oh yeah. I sold the Challenger to Camp. Well, technically, here's how it went. Technically, this is a sponsorship from Mickey Thompson. Mickey Thompson bought my Challenger. And then gave it to Kel's Customs to customize, and then gave it to Camp Freedom to auction off, so that they can auction it off for profits for Camp Freedom for the vets.
Okay.
And this is an incredible. The thing I like about this particular charity is because at least I know where the money goes. I watch where the money goes. It goes to the right places. Nobody's living fat off of it. And honestly, the guy that actually owns the charity, he's a billionaire. He doesn't need any of the money. So he puts it to the right place. He doesn't use a dollar of it. It's not a profit thing for them. It's a let's try to take care of some people thing.
Yeah,
But I enjoy it. I get to be part of it. Sorry, what was you saying?
For those people that don't know, Camp Freedom is an outdoor adventure camp for disabled vets, first responders, their families, and Gold Star families. And they provide outdoor sports like hunting and shooting and fishing and all that stuff. It's a really great program.
Yeah, last year we actually had to work with Mike and obviously Counts Customs and again Camp Freedom when we actually had remember the 2 Jeeps that we had in our warehouse. We Mike and that was you and Ryan did the airbrushing on those 2 Jeeps, right? Mike, that you did that we
I did the black one, or Ryan did the black one. I did the red one.
Yeah, and we actually.
So the one that looked better, I did.
we actually got those. They had those down in Texas, and they got shipped out here in our winter months for the Detroit or for the Autorama shows. And Ryan in our shop actually had to clean all those things and get them all ready for you to do it. We did them there, and I think and where else we see them? Detroit, we went to, I think. So that was really great people, great people. Yeah, so it's a really great thing. So, and you guys have done several adventures and some builds for Camp Freedom, right?
Oh, I think we're on our 7th build for them.
Wow, that's fabulous.
It's quite amazing to be. Well, it's quite amazing to be involved in something like that. Especially when I see the guys and I get to talk to some of them. Just see how some of these fellows are broken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girls are broken. They come back a little broken. They just need a little fixing. They need someone. I don't know. It's fun to watch it. To see what it does for people. I'm obviously not a sappy guy. I don't have a lot of wonderful, amazing things to say about the world and people.
I remember
being around them. Being around them makes me feel a little better about people.
Yeah,
I think that's one big thing I really respect out of you is when no matter what show I see you at, even before I got to know you now over the last couple of years, no matter where we're at, if I'm helping you grab you from get you ready for a show, as soon as you're in the door, you're on. You're like your game on, and you you're not the kind of celebrity that goes over, it stops and says, I got to get to my booth and do whatever. You stop and talk to every single person, take a picture with them. And even last year when we took you out to dinner, I asked you for a small favor for my buddy John Kazmerzak's kid who came out from the Marines. And you made a great video, a tribute video. Remember that?
The hose?
Yeah, that was the hose. Remember the hose, Mike? That was remember that? It was such a great video. And I mean, I just really got to give you props, man, and respect that you take time out and talk to everybody. That is one of the things I just really like that you guys do.
Why would you, man? I mean, how lucky we are that we got to do a show for 10 years. Yeah. We got to show the world, how, all the cool things that we can do behind the scenes that, we weren't, I've been able to airbrush like this for years, decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's only now that everybody recognizes it. And now to be a recognized artist pretty much anywhere I go is an amazing, amazing opportunity. So I always look at that. So the fact that, I get some kid or some grandma or some grandpa or some mom coming up to me and saying, hey, we're watching the show, we love you, this and that. I think that is absolutely the most amazing thing that could ever happen to a person.
Well, even the girl did all the chalk art. Mike was spending a lot of time with her at our show. And then, I mean, like I said, all the stuff that you do, it's crazy because I remember, when we've talked and joked around for a long time, but when I actually got to sit down with you last year at Autorama, and you and I kind of had a little sit down there and
together.
Were
you guys together?
We were
together?
We were together, and he was telling me this story.
We always stand together, man.
What is this togetherness, Jess? We got to
come
talk.
up with a different word for us hanging out. Somewhere?
I know. It's like we're not making snow angels together. Easy, girl. But yeah, even. But to bring this all in light, you were actually how this all started is he was actually airbrushing and doing the T-shirts way back when.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he used to do pants and all that stuff like that. Yeah,
back in the 90s, I'm guessing, like.
Back in the 90s, yeah, he used to do T-shirts. He used to put the couple.
Yeah, it was in the 90s actually, because right after I graduated high school, I went to Myrtle Beach, and that's where I airbrushed.
I was going to ask you what your first job was. Is that your first job?
He's got a good story. Yeah.
Oh man, the first job was Pizza Hut.
Yes, these are the kind of answers I want to hear.
Man, that was horrible. I was the angriest little dishwasher.
And you were a dishwasher, not even a pizza maker.
Oh no, man! I didn't get the good job. I got the dishwasher job. They drop dishes off, and I just absolutely stare at them.
Can you see him as a dishwasher?
I would love to see
so mad.
Oh, next time we're around, whether we're coming to visit you in Vegas or you're coming up here,
we're gonna go Doonin' for sure.
We're going Doonin', but we're going to a Pizza Hut, and I want to take you in the back. And I want you to talk to the dishwasher and just say, "Hey, one day you're gonna make it. One day you're gonna make it."
I'm like, if you don't hate your life enough right now, hate your life.
I got one more quick question for you, Mike. What was your first car?
Oh, I believe that was 1982. 1982 Buick Regal.
Nice. I think my mom had one.
It wasn't nice. It had a big, huge, dented-in scratch in the door. The seat was broke, so we actually had to drive it home. Like knees on the dash.
Yeah.
But the funny part is I got it, and it was like a grandpa looking one too. It wasn't like the cool '82 looking Buick Regal. It wasn't like a GTX or something like that. It was the grandma version.
Well, right. That's what I think of when I think of the Buick Regals.
So
I was amazing at there was a junkyard real close to me that had a lot of extra parts. I used to go there during the day and take the parts off the cars, and then come there at night and steal the parts.
No way.
So I got a lot of little, bullshit Grand National parts here and there. And I put it all together, painted the whole thing black, dyed the vinyl black, and I had me a fake, a fake Grand National.
So was this?
The great part was like Mustangs would roll up next to me. I'm like, "You want to go, bro?" I'm like, "No, man,
I want to go, bro.
Want to go, bro?"
And they wouldn't race me. And the funny part was, it was a regular old V6, and it kind of ran like shit.
That's awesome. Was this parked next to the unicorn bike, or was this at the same time? Or
Yeah.
Is there a photo
I
anywhere between you and doing a photo shoot of you and the unicorn bike and the fake Regal?
No, all my youth photos are gone.
Oh man, we gotta look. Somebody's gotta have them. I'm
all in Florida.
Oh man. Well,
I consider like erasing that part of your life. Like, it wasn't very good anyways. We don't need to remember this shit.
No.
yeah. Well, we're running out of time here, buddy, but we'll let you get back to your gym and Mark Wahlberg and everything else you're going to do to get started over here in Vegas on your big scene. And then,
raw eggs. Yeah.
Thanks for everything for chatting with us.
Corvette time, man. It's wheel well time. I got to go dig into a wheel well. You know what my day is going to consist of? Putting on the sandblasting hood, getting inside the wheel well, and grinding all day long.
I heard
everybody, even the top celebrities on the car shop still have to work a little.
Well, thanks for joining us so much. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
And we'll be coming out. Jess said we're coming out.
You too.
Yeah, not me. There was no John.
I was talking to Jess.
Right, we're together.
Trying to do your closeout. I know you're trying to do your closeout, but
I'm out. So much for coming to Vegas and going doing
nice
with you.
To you too.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
Mike.
go get something done. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Jess, it's been nice talking to you.
A pleasure. It was all mine.
Can't stand him.
I know.
All right.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bro. Bye. All right, let's wrap it up. What else you got to tell everybody?
Just real quick, I saw in the news yesterday that there's a little girl named Delaney Krings who's 4 years old. She was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, and she's only got like 3 months to live. And so they're doing a birthday parade for her on December 16th, starting at Waukesha County Technical College. You can find out more information. The event on Facebook is One Hell of a Birthday Parade. And her Facebook page is For the Love of Delaney. So be sure to check those out.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that on our page and share it to social media and get everybody involved with that. And
Absolutely.
Again, everybody, thanks for listening to us with the Rev It Up with John and Jess today. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble. Again, uploading your pictures and videos, motorized events, or find us on our media page at themotormania.com or contact either John at themotormania.com or Jess at motormania.com. And thanks for listening, everybody, and have a great week.
See you next Sunday, and be true to your teeth, or they will be false to you.
Oh, my gosh. There's that. Talk to you later.
Bye.